Hi, hello, welcome to Tej Academy. I am Prasanna Kumar Reddy. I hope you are doing well and excited to participate in tomorrow's Alike entrance test. So to make you feel comfortable and to boost your confidence, here we brought a one-shot video on biology concepts, most important concepts. So we are expecting the Alike entrance test questions may be from similar concepts which we are going to discuss now. So please do stay with me for another 15 to 20 minutes so that in biology all the concepts we will revise and continue. First of all, in biology, they have given four chapters. One, the fundamental unit of life, that is cell chapter, which is from ninth class. Tissues, this is also from ninth class. Life processes, which is from 10th class. And improvement in food resources, which is also from ninth standard. So students who are studying in 10th class now, they can comfortably attend all the biology questions because all these four chapters you might have completed. Already ninth class, three chapters you completed. Life processes, which is the first chapter in 10th class, you might have comfortably prepared for all these four chapters. So let us see what are the most important concepts in the fundamental unit of life. First one, who first observed and named cells while examining a slice of carp? So they are asking who discovered, who observed cells. So we know it is Robert Hooke. Option 3 is correct. If you see the first one, Anton van Leeuwenhoek, he developed primitive microscope. So primitive microscope was developed by Leeuwenhoek. Robert Brown, we all know he discovered nucleus. Matthias Schleiden proposed cell theory along with Schwann. So Schleiden and Schwann together proposed cell theory. One more scientist name we should remember, that is Virchow, Rudolf Virchow. He modified cell theory by adding a statement that all cells arise from, they born from pre-existing cells. So maybe there is a high possibility to ask these statements. All cells arise from pre-existing cells. Omnis cellula e cellula was stated by Rudolf Virchow. Let's move to the second question. The plasma membrane is called selectively permeable because we know plasma membrane, also called as cell membrane, is known as selectively permeable because it allows only gases to pass. No. It blocks all substances. No. It regulates entry and exit of selected material. Yes. It freely allows water and salts to move. Not because of this, it is called as selectively permeable. So this is known as selectively permeable because it will allow certain substances inside as well as outside. and certain substances it will not. So it regulates the entry and exit of selected materials. This will be the most appropriate answer. Moving to the question number 3. A plant cell is placed in a hypertonic solution. Hypertonic solution means it is very concentrated solution. So whenever we place a plant cell, we know that plant cell has a cell wall. Outer layer is cell wall. Below that it will have plasma membrane. So when we place this in the hypertonic solution, water loss happens. Water will move from cell to outside. Because of this, plasma membrane will shrink. Plasma membrane and cytoplasm will shrink. Loss of water will take place and it will shrink. So option 3 is correct. The same question they can also frame in next level. When a plant cell placed in a hypertonic solution, plant cell shrinks. It creates a gap between cell wall and cell membrane. So you can see this is cell membrane. So the gap between cell wall and cell membrane, this gap is occupied by. So what might be the answer? So this gap is occupied by the water coming from the cell or hypertonic solution from the outside. Which solution is present in this gap? The right answer will be this gap is occupied by hypertonic solution, not the water coming from cell. So the gap between plasma membrane and cell wall is occupied by hypertonic solution, external hypertonic solution. This is also one of the most important possible question. Moving to the next. Which statement about cell wall is correct? Regarding cell wall, it is absent in bacteria and fungi. No, it is present. It is present in bacteria, fungi and plants. It is made up of cellulose in plants. Yes, this is true. It is selectively permeable. Cell wall is always permeable. It is not selectively permeable. It is completely permeable. It regulates transports like plasma membrane. No, it cannot regulate. It cannot regulate transport because it is freely permeable. So option 2 is the correct option. Moving to the next question. The functional unit of DNA that carries heredity information is called functional unit of DNA. We should always remember when we say functional unit of DNA, this is known as gene. Gene carries the hereditary information. So chromatin is highly entangled, loosely, highly entangled, just like a zigzag packed DNA material. Chromosome, when this entangled material becomes straight, countable, rod-shaped structures, we call it as chromosome. Nucleolus is the dark round body present inside the nucleus. So gene is the functional unit of DNA. It is also known as unit of inheritance. Question number 6. They have given assertion and reason. Mitochondria are called the powerhouse of the cell. Yes, it is true. Powerhouse of the cell is mitochondria because it produces ATP. ATP is also called as energy currency of the cell. Adenosine triphosphate is the energy currency of the cell. So both are correct and R is explaining the A. Reason is correct for assertion. So it should be option 1. Moving to the next question. Match the following. Organelles are given in one side and their functions are given at other side. Ribosome. We know ribosome always participate in protein synthesis. Wherever we come across ribosome, we should remember they are responsible for protein synthesis. They are called as protein factories. Ribosomes are called as protein factories. So A should be 2. Any option is correct. First one. So directly we can choose the first one. Golgi apparatus, packaging and secretion. Lysosome, digestion of waste material. Chloroplast, photosynthesis. Which feature is present only in eukaryotic cells and absent in prokaryotic cells? So it should be absent in prokaryote and present in eukaryote. Plasma membrane present in both. Nucleoid present in prokaryote. Present in prokaryote, absent in eukaryote. So this cannot be the answer. We should choose the present in only eukaryote. Membrane-bound cell organelles like endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus, lysosomes, etc. They are found only in eukaryotes. They are absent in prokaryotes. So third option is correct. Ribosome, which is common in both. And you should also remember most primitive cell organelle. Ribosomes are most oldest primitive cell organelle, which is found in all living cells almost. Whether it is a bacteria, prokaryote or eukaryote, ribosomes are present. And you should also remember this is amembranous cell organelle. Amembranous. Cell organelle without its own membrane. Amembranous cell organelle. Ribosomes are amembranous cell organelle. Along with ribosome, there is one more called centrosome. This is also a membranous cell organelle but found in only animal cells. So this is also very, very important. Which of the following is the amembranous cell organelle found only in the animal cells? Then answer will be centrosome. Which of the cell organelle is found in all living cells without membrane? That must be ribosome. Moving to the next question. The main function of vacuole in plant cell is, we know plant cells have a prominent vacuole, very large sized vacuole in the cell. So they generally store all the waste materials and you know and solutes. So because of this, it maintains the turgidity and it acts as a storage dustbin. Protein synthesis, as we already discussed, ribosomes are responsible. Transport of substances, that is the duty of ER and Golgi apparatus mainly. Providing turgidity and storing materials, this is the correct option. Packaging of proteins, this is the duty of Golgi apparatus. Which type of cell division produces gametes with half the number of chromosomes of the parent? That means if parent cell is having 10 chromosomes, the daughter cell should have 5 chromosomes only. Exactly reduced to half. We know meiosis. Meiosis is also called as reduction division. So meiosis is responsible for this production of chromosomes exactly half comparatively parent cell. If parent cell is having 10, daughter cell is also going to produce 10 chromosomes without any change. Then this must be equational division, that is mitosis. So mitosis is also known as equational division, somatic division. So binary fission and budding both are asexual reproduction methods. They basically involve only mitosis. So meiosis is the one where you can see the reduction of chromosomes in number. So when you are appearing for the Alike entrance exam, so they are giving 1 hour time and total 50 questions. So which includes 30 questions from science and 20 questions from mathematics. So each question has approximately 1 minute time. So in 1 minute, you should able to solve the question. If any question is taking more than 1 minute time, please do skip that and go to the next question. If question is taking more time, you know the answer, but it is taking more time, then do not attend this. If you are able to solve within 1 minute, you attend. If you are unable to solve within 1 minute, you go for the next question. So ultimately, out of 50 questions, you should get maximum score to get selected into the science stream. So maybe at the end you may have more easy questions or certain questions you may get within 30 seconds. So please do, you know, maintain the time available, especially when you are solving mathematics questions. Sometimes it may take more than 2 minutes, 3 minutes for each question. In that case, you simply skip them and go to the science questions. Preferably, you start doing from science, then finally you go for the mathematics. All the students who did not apply for phase 1, in phase 1, you did not apply, or you applied but you could not get seat during the phase 1. No problem. You can appear again in the phase 2. You can also appear in the phase 3. So phase 2 is going to happen in December month, December 2025. Phase 3 will happen in April month, that is 2026. So phase 2 notification will come in November and exam will be in the December. So we are providing an exclusive crash course for phase 2 appearance aspirants and phase 3 aspirants also. So you can enroll phase 2 crash course, which is going to start from October 10th. We are starting phase 2 crash course from October 10th. So to join our crash course, you can contact this number 9071 455 466. You can WhatsApp us or you can call us, or you can download our Tej Academy app from Play Store. You can also enroll from there. So our classes will be in Zoom session. It is live interactive sessions. So you can interact with your faculty. You can ask your doubts. Your faculty also will interact with you. We will be having, a series of tests which will be mainly for Alike entrance exam. Hope you enjoyed the session. I hope these concepts will help you for tomorrow exam. Thank you.